Hi, this is Lauren Cheek from Lotocopia, and today I'm going to do a genealogical track back to my first ancestors in 1209, from me all the way back to them. Yes, and this is my real hair, without hairspray or anything in it, because I'm off and I'm being a bum. Okay, but anyway, so first of all, I'm going to discuss Cheeknell, or Chenhull, which is my family property, which is now Cheeknell in Shropshire, Claverley, Shropshire. That property is still in existence. Also, we owned a property called Wolfston, which is in Southampton, which is still in existence, and we owned a property called Osborne on the Isle of Wight in Whippingham, which Queen Victoria eventually bought many generations later, and she converted it into Osborne House, which you can visit. My family also owned Modestone Manor on the Isle of Wight. You can go visit the gardens there. So those are four places associated with my family that are actually still in existence today. Some of the places, the property exists, the houses don't. And in like Cheeknell, which is in Shropshire, you can visit All Saints Church, and that is the church that my ancestors actually attended and gave money to. And you can do a service there and look at some of the beautiful artwork that's high medieval art. Oh my. That's on the walls there. Anyway, so we're going to start. This is actually for two of my nephews. You are welcome to trail along, but my nephews in particular, two of my older brother's sons, wanted to know more about family, so I'm tracing this for them and for all other people who are of Cheek descents and who are also of the descent of William or Comfrey De Bouville, De Bouville, De Bocavilla, however they wanted to spell it back then. I'm a descendant of William De Bouville, who is the son of Saxwallow, who was the son of Ansketel, which means Ing's helmet, kettle being metal and being converted into a helmet. So a kettle was a helmet in the older French. So Ing's helmet is Ing's kettle. So also he was descended from Torquatel, who was Thor's helmet or Thor's kettle. Kind of interesting, huh? But to trace it back, let me go to the first descendants who I'm directly related to. I might possibly be a male-to-male descendant of them. And I will tell you why. Because I have found in the Shirley family and the Knoll family and in other families related to that and documents that they all claim to descend from William de Bouville and from Saxwallow. There are also numerous other families that do. So at the time that the Norman Conquest happened in 1066, people were in royal circles and noble circles using last names, kind of like the British royal family does today, where you have the Duke of this, the Duke of that, the Earl of this, the Earl of that, and they're all sons of Queen Elizabeth. Or they're all grandsons of Queen Elizabeth, or the Duchess of this or the Duchess of that, or Princess this or Princess that. Well, they do it to distinguish themselves from each other. So immediately following the Roman conquest, some people kept the original family name. Some people took names of their property. They might take the name of someone who was more prominent that they married into. But I'm going to go back from here to that. So in a document in the National Archives of Britain, there's a property called Cheeknell, which is Chekenhall. But it's not the Chekenhall that's in Shropshire. This is a Chekenhall that's in the east of London. But as you can see, Cheek in the Hall, or Chekenhall, was a name associated with, check this out, Ansketel, who would have been the ancestor of Saxwallow and William, and it was owned in 1066 by him, but previous to the conquest, it was owned by Dot. Hubert de Rye, Ansketel, Lord of Chignall in 1066 in the east. Dot, Lord of Chignall, owned it before 1066. And this is kind of from the Doomsday Survey, which happened in 1088. But as I told you, the move up from William de Bouville to his father was Sassuolo, and William's brother was Humphrey, which was Gumfrey, and William was Guillaume, de Bouville, or de Bouvillin, or de Bocavilla, or however they wanted to spell it. But they were from Bouville, France, which was Haute Normandy. I want to say near Flanders, near the northern part of France. Ansketel was Sassuolo's father. Torquatel was Ansketel's father, as far as I can tell. And it's very muddy that far back. But what isn't muddy very much, or hardly at all, is the generations from me all the way back to a Robert De Chenhull in 1209. And Robert De Chenhull owned the property in Shropshire, which still exists today. So I'm going to turn the camera around. If this works, will it work? Oh, no. Let me try this.